it comes to a good team, he being the senior most member and he has already represented India in World Championships. So through his that experience, he pushed me, he gave that energy, and then I end up improving my timings by almost by 50 minutes in the Asian Championship.
When I am running, when it's a race day, your crew is as important as you are. Like, your crew should know your race plan as is. And, every team, when it's in sync, they work the best, right? So your crew knows your race plan, and your crew is ready to modulate it as per your, style of running at that point in time. So there are crew members who would just come and tie your shoelaces if your shoelaces are open, and we have that kind of community.
And we go running looks like an individual sport, but we have heard so many giants of this sport like Eliud Kipchoge talking about the fact that running is a team sport. Now, would you highlight from your experience why running is a team sport, and also if you could talk about pacing or supporting somebody?
Of course, you start your personal journey, and every run has its own personal experience you add to yourself. And to me, every race where I run more than, I would say, 30 kilometer, it somehow sink very deep in my heart. But when we talk about running as why it is a team game, because there is a lot of collective learning. So when I started, as shared that I didn't know what to eat, what to wear, when to run, how much to run, what pace, what elevation, what not. So you can't allow yourself to make so much of mistake and then recover from them, and still you think that you can reach to a decent level of representing your country, or beyond that, or maybe getting some podiums in a local event or beyond that. So I've been lucky enough that way that I was always surrounded by people, those who had that exposure, and their collective learning had helped me to have that information come closer to me at a very good speed when I needed it, right? So I'd injured myself a couple of times, and then I got to know that it had happened because of overtraining. So I didn't know that I need to change my shoes at every 400 miles. I didn't know that there is something called a chafing, and that's how I'm getting all these rashes and I'm bleeding. I didn't know that there are anti-chafing, creams. I didn't know that there are specific socks to be worn. I didn't know that there are specific shoes. I didn't know that there is a scientific training that when your body will peak, it doesn't mean that if you have to run a half marathon or a good 10K, I would say, that you have to run a 10K every day. So how will you prepare a plan about it? And more than that, there's a collective, I would say, consciousness which plays a very significant role, that whether we can go beyond that or not. So when people have trust in you, then it supplement your own trust. So if Sadar thinks that if Hemant can do this distance and within this time, if Apurva believes that Hemant can do this in this time, then my self-belief will also says that, okay, fine, if they do believe in me, then there are much more abilities in me which I may not be able to see. So I must thrive for it. So that is there. And then when we talk about pacing, certainly it is like, now there's a lot of empathy take place. So now you are not just yourself. So it is now two people are running for one single goal, right? So your head need to sink there. You need to understand that what is going in the life of the core runner, right? So if somebody is pacing me, so that person needs to know that what I would require at this point of time, whether I would need a verbal statement to push me, whether I need something as a to drink, something to eat, or maybe something nasty which can kind of ignite some you know hidden emotions in me, and I feel like pushing myself beyond. So that then it needs to be a very close knitted relation in that point of time. So when I did my 100K, so even before that, I know Vikas, who's my partner in Lead now. So one of my cousin connected me with him. So I kind of had his inputs to do my first sub 3. And then eventually I've been selected for Team India. He was also there for Team India, and we were in the same room. So then more frequently we were on call to each other. Then he said, looking at your training and all this thing, I think you can easily cut down your time to this extent. I said, like, Dada, mujhe nahi lag raha, but if you believe, I'll try for it. And then he kind of guided me at every step. And then that's how we planned that for the first 60K, we were together, right? And I was expecting him to do much faster than what he did. Probably I was expecting him to set an Indian record, but then in ultra, you don't know, some days your body works, some day it doesn't give you the desired result. And there was a very strong headwinds were there, and then we chose, okay, fine, I'll be pacing you till this time, and I'll be there. So you save your energy for that, and then in the last 40K you will push for the good timings. That's how it was. And they keep pouring water on each other and keep on saying cracking jokes when they were pain that, okay, what do you think, it was easy, it's gonna be easy? No, it's not like that. Abhi maja aayega, abhi yoga, kind of thing, cracking that jokes in between and all. And then at 35K, usually that is very rare when you are in a competitive this thing, and that, okay, fine, these are the deciding moments. Rather than, he could have easily said that you just be with me and we will close it together. And he said that you have enough of the energy and I'm not able to push myself. Now I want to see you reaching to that time. And every time he was shouting and go fast, and that infused so much of energy and trust and that love I have for him, that he had his goal and he knew that he's not making his goal, right? So usually people get into a very different mood, and it's like, I don't care what happens to next person's race. I'm just keen to my goals, and if I'm not meeting my goals, to me nothing else is there. But when it comes to a good team, he being the senior most member, and he has already represented India in world championships. So through his that experience, he pushed me, he gave that energy, and then I end up improving my timings by almost by 50 minutes in the Asian Championship, which all team manager and nobody was ready to accept that it won't happen. They were showing me the stats and they were like, no, you are too ambitious. If you will try for that, you may end up doing your personal best, so better stick to that. They kept on saying to me 3 times, and Vikas was the one person who believed in me. And then Apuva, she called me a night before the run, is like, Dada, you have to do this. And then Kanan. So we have this small group of mad people who kind of giving each other a very unrealistic goals, but we might be able to see that element in each other, that we have that and we go for that.
Apurva, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I think we think from a distance, we think that it's not a team sport, but I think running, it definitely is a team sport. Ultra running for sure is a team sport. I think any distance more than a 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer is a team sport. Firstly, if we talk about training, you're training alone. You can train alone, but if you have a training buddy or a training team or a training partner which keeps pushing you, you get to see better results, right? There are days when you're low on motivation, but if you're disciplined, you'll show up on that day, and your team would bring in that the motivation that you're lacking on that particular day. And I have witnessed it. If I go to Tao Devi Lal Stadium or any stadium for practice as per se, if I am running alone, it's not easy every day. But if I have a team to train with, they make those training runs easier. One thing. Second thing, when I am running, when it's a race day, your crew is as important as you are. Like, your crew should know your race plan as is. And every team, when it's in sync, they work the best, right? So your crew knows your race plan, and your crew is ready to modulate it as per your style of running at that point in time. So there are crew members who would just come and tie your shoelaces if your shoelaces are open, and we have that kind of community. Like, we have people who would do that for us. People who would just change your socks while you're eating, so that you don't waste your time when you're there, taking that short break, eating break. So if you're eating and if you have to change your shoe also, you're just eating, somebody would come, change your socks, clean your feet, and you put on a different pair of socks and a different pair of shoe. So that kind of support, when you see that kind of support, you, of course, it makes you push yourself a little further. And Hemant Dada, he has already touched upon the emotional support that we get from the community. So if you're going for the run, and then that the whole community is out there rooting for you, the whole running community. So they keep sending their good vibes to us. Not just that, they're there as a support system even after that. After the race, you do good, you do bad, they're just there. So yes, it is definitely a team sport, wherein you need the team to train with, wherein you need the team on the race day to crew you physically, and then you need the team to keep you sane mentally. And it's just not the crew members, but I think everyone. It's your coach. It's your if you go see your these physiotherapists, it's your physiotherapists. It's the fellow runners whom you meet and whom you look up to for the guidance. It's everyone. It's the people who actually motivates you as well. So it's just a combination of everything. So it definitely is a team sport.